Well, good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, April 29th, which means we only have 2 more days left of Camp NaNo. And I have not written a word this week. So today is going to be crunch time. We are going to be doubling up on our writing sessions, cranking up the word counts, and probably writing late into the night to try and catch up and get this book written. I thought today would be a great day since I haven't done a vlog. I don't think I've really done a vlog since the beginning of the year, and I love writing vlogs, like day in the life of vlogs. So I thought I would take you guys along for a day in the life of vlog as a mommy author and just take you along for the ride of getting the book written. Little Hood is chapters from being done. I am up to the climax of the novel now. And so my goal for today is to write 3,000 words, which should get me almost to my Camp NaNo word count goal of 35,000, and to finish the climax of the book, which will probably be at least 3,000 words. So I'm very hopeful to be able to finish it today, but I'm also anticipating that it may take more words than 3,000. I'm just trying to prepare myself for that. But all of that writing will happen later in the day. Right now it is 9:58, so almost 10 o'clock. We've already kind of gone through our morning routine, so breakfast, devotions with the girls, and then, of course, obviously, shower for mommy. I just finished doing my devotions and got some really good Bible reading, and it was really encouraging this morning. Some good verses on just strengthening your heart, not being afraid in times of trouble, which heaven knows right now is some verses that I need. Did some journaling. I'm going to go now. Just, I guess, pick out earrings, put on some eyes. I may wait to put on the eyes till later. Do my hair, and then we're going to go for a little walk, and then I think we're probably going to go ahead and start on the cleaning for the morning, do a little bit of maybe some reading and some coloring while mommy does dishes and things, and then after lunch we'll be starting right in on the writing. So yeah, let's go. Snacks do you have? Yeah, yummy. What do you have, Kaylin? Can you tell me? Grapes? What else? Yeah, what else? More strawberries? What's the yellow stuff? What is it? Is it cheese? Cheese. All right, everyone. Well, we are now sitting down to start writing. Finally, lunch is over. Morning routines are all done. Cleaning is mostly done. And I got probably about an hour before my littlest wakes up from her nap. So we're going to spend that time writing, and I'm not going to really talk too much more other than to say I did pull out this to start. Normally, I go through this during rewrites, but I wanted to pull it out now because I was like, you know what? With the climax, there's gonna be a lot of like emotional reactions. There'll be fear, anger, terror, all the stuff. And honestly, I'm gonna run short of descriptive aids very quickly with, you know, the wide eyes and the jaw dropping and then falling to their knees. It's pretty much the ones that I do for everything. So I'm gonna pull this out and use it as I can so that at least this draft will be a little bit less repetitive than other parts of this book already have been. But guys, I'm seriously so excited. Let's just do a real, I said I was going to start writing, but let me do a real quick recap of what I have. So here I have my beat sheet, and hopefully it's like far enough away you can't really see it. So we are down to the climax, which means we've got about this much left. So the climax, so all that, we have some falling action scenes, and then this is like the end of this, which is the final image. In other news, we are sitting at chapter 26 for this document. It's already 53,918 words long, with those scenes remaining. And on the Camp NaNo, we are at 31,775 words out of the 35K, which leaves me 3,225 words left to write until I hit my nano goal. Although, so I theoretically could be done. It says I need this many words today to make it back on track. But as we can see, yeah. I mean, I don't know what happened in the middle there. I was killing it, and then this, So yeah, I'm gonna pull up my my playlist with some good, fun, suspenseful music, and let's get started. So half an hour later, 753 words later, and we're just now getting to the actual climax. That's the thing with the story, is there's always a lead up to the scene. So I sit down to write a scene and there's like 1,000 words of lead up to what's actually in the outline. Grr. Okay, moving forward. I also got myself some peppermint tea. Okay. We're right up to the final showdown. Okay, so it is now 3:33. I wrote a little longer than I meant to, but I got up to a really great point in the story, if you couldn't tell from the line. And I brought that 700 and something words up to 1,986 words, which, by the way, when I showed you that, I realized that it said I was already up to like 57,000 words or something. That is not correct. I had transferred over the piece from the outline, as well as 2 giant chunks from the original manuscript, neither of which I actually used very much from. I just kind of was rereading what I had written before. So the first chunk is already gone, which brought us back down. Oh, I guess it was longer than 57,000, but it's not actually 57,000 words right now. Anywho, so I'm going to update the campsite real quickly and see how many more words I have left. That means that I have 1,239 words left to hit the 35K. However, I am going to have to be done for now because, if you couldn't tell from the noise, little one is up and actually has been for a while, and we are going to get ready to go outside, run around a little bit, get out some energy, maybe do some more reading or some coloring or something, and then I gotta get started on supper. So I will see you guys again once the girls are both in bed and everything in the house has settled down. I'm very excited. I have just kind of gotten to the beginning of the climax, really. There's a couple more paragraphs probably before I end the chapter. I'm not really sure if I want to end the chapter here or if I want to move on a little bit farther down in the climax and then split it up. We'll see. We'll see. But point being, I genuinely feel like I can finish this climax scene tonight, which is exciting. And I definitely think I can get that 1,200 and something words done tonight, which will definitely get me up to my Camp NaNo goal at least. So that's exciting. It's going really, really well. Blanche is just so much more fleshed out now. I feel like I'm genuinely like inside her head as I'm writing. Although I do feel so bad for her right now. She's done a lot of running lately in this part of the story. So she's pretty beat. I'm not sure honestly how she's going to rally for this end of the climax here, but we'll see. We'll see how everything's going with the grandmother and the mother and the woodcutter and everybody. Oh my gosh, I wish I could share more with you because of how awesome this ending is going to be, but I mean, spoilers, that's like the most spoilery thing that I could share with you. So rather than do that, I'll just say that it's going really, really well. This is definitely going to be much more intense than Snow Dust. It's already creeping me out just a little bit. There's this one part here. I can't say anything because of spoilers, dang it. But there's a part in here that's just a little tiny bit creepy because of something to do with faces, and yeah, hopefully it's not too intense. I don't think it should be too intense for a middle grade audience. I will run it by the betas, obviously, and see what they think, but I'm excited. I think that it's going to be awesome, and it's going to be so great. Anywho, all right, yes, going outside and playing with the girls. I'll see you guys tonight. Okay, everyone. It is now almost 9 o'clock at night. Everyone is finally in bed, settled. I've got myself a chocolate berry smoothie that I made. And I gotta be honest, the fumes are running low upstairs. So we're gonna see how this goes. I want to write, but I also don't want to write, so I'm gonna just try and get this out as clean and as intense as I possibly can. I may turn on, I don't know, maybe another person's writing vlog in the background for a little while just to kind of get me back in the zone, because I feel like I'm very much out of the zone. I am excited. I got some packages and some shipping labels and some pretty colored pens for signing and shipping out books when Snow Dust comes out this weekend, so that's exciting. Anywho, I feel like I'm procrastinating at this point. My eyebrows are crazy too. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, well, I'm not finished with the scene yet, but I did write another 1,482 words, which puts me well over what I needed to finish my Camp NaNo goals, so I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. And then I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break, make myself something hot to drink. Yeah, just stretch my legs a little bit and come right back to it. I shouldn't have too much more to write. Although it is 10 o'clock, a little after, so... we're almost there though. It's exciting. It's like joint, I want to be done. And also, actually at this point now, it's more like I'm almost done. So it's kind of like that excitement is taking over the desire to just veg on the couch. So that's good. That's very good. Okay, Camp NaNo, let's go. And here we go. Okay, hang on a second. I gotta remember what my words are here. So it's 1,482. So 1,482. Now, did they make you validate on this one? Woo, woo, woo. Yay!
I am so exhausted and yet so ridiculously pumped right now because this is like we are right down to the very end of the climax. The final actions are about to happen. It is so awesome. But it's so many words. Like, I don't even mind at this point. I'm just writing and enjoying every single sentence, which is a good thing. Like, that doesn't always happen. It certainly hasn't always happened with this book, but right now I am just so in the zone. But I mean, that's another 1,400 words, you guys. It has been it's been over another hour. I am so sick of sitting. I have to get up. I'm gonna move around. I have had 2 helpings of this little healthy hot cocoa mix stuff. Um, I gotta get some water, maybe something to munch on. I don't know. I just gotta do something. This is definitely gonna be at least another half hour of writing. So I'm probably gonna move into the kitchen so that my husband can come and sleep if he wants to sleep. Can you tell me even my voice doesn't sound right anymore?
Done. And it's only almost 1 o'clock. Oh gosh. Okay. So as you can see, I'm gonna write this down on my little notebook here. That last session brought me up to, see, that was 1,187 words. Now I did go back through in a couple of these segments and edit a line or two. So overall, some of these numbers are going to be changed, and actually, like, I did each individual segment I sent to myself and to my critique partner who's reading it with me. So I'm probably going to just resend the entire 26th chapter just to make sure that it's all in one piece. Holy crap. So that entire scene, minus the chapter 26 part, is 6,152 words that I wrote in one night. Or, well, not one night, one day. Yeah. 4 sessions, multiple hours, 6,152 words. And I brought the total of the manuscript up to 60,070 words. Yikes. Oh, that's crazy. I still have 4 scenes to go. I'm excited. Man, and the very last line of the chapter is horribly cheesy, like incredibly cheesy. But I do not care because the scene is ended. I can fix that in the rewrite, or not the rewrite, heaven help me, there's not gonna be another rewrite. In the developmental edit, maybe in the line edit, we'll see. Gosh, I want to talk about it so badly, but I don't dare because of spoilers. It's really frustrating. Anywho, I'm done for the night. I am going to upload this footage into the computer so I can start editing the video and get it up to you guys in a decent amount of time. Guys, it is so much better. I'm actually really, and I know I already mentioned this, but I'm really excited to print off the manuscript and just sit down with my highlighters and just read through from beginning to end and read it all as one book. When I finished printing off the zero draft, I wouldn't even look at it. I put it in a notebook, I shoved it on my shelf. I think I actually threw it away because I couldn't look at it. I knew how horrible it was. I did not want that infecting my new draft. So this is basically a draft completely from scratch. Obviously from the outline that I derived from the zero draft. The zero draft was important, but I've used probably less than 500 words from the original manuscript. You know what? I'm curious now. I'm gonna see how long the first draft is. So including edit notes, of which there are many, The first draft of this book, the zero draft that I wrote last year, was 37,893 words, and it had 15 chapters. And I am just now getting started on chapter 27, and we're at 60,000 words. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm excited. Like, there's so much to be excited about this book. Snow Dust was an incredible book, and I love it with all my heart. It's an amazing adventure. I think, honestly, it was an amazing kids book. It was a really good kids book. This book is also an amazing kids book, but it's a slightly older kids book. And I think it's because I was thinking about it just a little while ago. I think it's because in Snow Dust, Gerda and Kay, the main characters, are 10 years old, but they're also they're very young. They're still enjoying childhood. And they go on this adventure and it changes them, yes, but it's not like they become older kind of things. It's just they do change, but not in a way that makes them not still children. And in this one, it's we're reading about a girl who's only 1 year older. Blanche is only 11 in this book. But because of her life, because of how hard her life has been, she's been forced to grow up faster. So it's she hasn't really gotten that childhood. She hasn't had that loving family, relatively easy life. So still very childish, very young, very immature. Well, obviously still young and immature because she's freaking 11 years old. But you know what I mean? She's older in a sense. And so because of that, this book feels a little bit older. The villain is a little bit older in the sense that the reading material itself, this whole climax, I'm actually a little bit concerned that parts of it might be a little bit old. I'm going to have my critique partners and my beta readers read this and tell me what they think. But there's a part of me that's this climax might almost be a little bit much for a middle grade. Maybe a very young adult would be okay, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to read through it again and see what I think. But it is definitely an older, it's definitely a darker story. It definitely has more mature themes, and not mature in an adult way, but just mature in it's about someone who's kind of discovering the adult world, and realizing what grown-ups have to go through and why grown-ups are the way they are because of it. But at the same time, just her childish innocence and her naivety kind of power her through. And we have some very different themes in this book because we have some more growing up type themes. So it's not necessarily a coming of age book, but it is definitely more of she's growing up. She's kind of connecting more with the adults in the story. It's more focused on that and on her just kind of having her eyes opened, as many of us do, around 11, 12 years old, to what the world is really like. And it's exciting in a way because I loved the chance to be able to write a story like that, with so many amazing characters, family and friends, and the villains even really piggybacking off of that theme and expanding on the different areas of life that it affects when you start growing up and you start having that eye-opening, this is what the world is really like kind of thing. Still a message of hope, very strong. That idea that good will triumph over evil in the end, despite all the crap you have to go through first. But yeah, I'm excited, and it's now it's 6 minutes till 1, so I'm gonna quit talking and close up the document for tonight, and I will get back with you guys tomorrow whenever I end up sitting down to write. I have no idea when that will be. But anywho, all right, good night. I'll see you tomorrow. And there you have it, folks. That is the end of my final and only Camp NaNoWriMo 2020 vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. There is obviously more writing to come. I've only just finished the climax of the novel, which means I still have falling action, resolution, final image, all that fun stuff. But that's for another video. Right now I'm going to wrap all this up. If you did like this video, be sure to give it a like and consider subscribing on the way out. I do post writerly content like this, like how-to videos, updates on my books and self-publication tips, all those sorts of things on a weekly basis. So be sure to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so you'll know as soon as a new video goes up. My debut middle grade fairy tale retelling Snow Dust is now available via ebook on Amazon as well as paperback by the time you guys see this. Both regular paperback through Amazon and signed copies through my website. So if you want that, be sure to check it out. It is great for tweens, especially tween girls. Any information you need to know about me, my social media, my writing platform, anything really at all is in the description box below along with all that, so be sure to check it out. I hope you all have an amazing rest of the weekend writing, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!